watching North Coast News on KAEF ABC23. At 6, get the facts right.
We'll get to those stories in just a minute, but first, a scary situation for workers this morning in Eureka.
Yeah, Karen, a bomb threat. Investigators say a man called staff at a building threatening multiple times to blow it up. It happened at around 9 this morning at the Veterans Affairs office on 6th Street. The Humboldt County Sheriff's Office says the building was evacuated so they could send a bomb squad to investigate. We checked. Deputies tell us nothing suspicious was found and workers were allowed to go back inside.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Karen Breit.
And I'm Nazy. Javid. Scott Rates has the night off. In Eureka, water and sewer customers could soon see a rate increase, which is making for some unhappy neighbors. North Coast News' Danielle Radin bringing you the facts. She spoke with the city today. Danielle, what did they tell you?
Hi, Nazy. Hi, Karen. The rate increases are not a sure thing yet. Customers can still vote to disapprove the new rate structure, but Public Works says the money is necessary for much-needed repairs. Eureka water and sewer customers say if their bills go up, it's money down the toilet.
It's a bad thing because we need our money. We need our money to live.
The city of Eureka could soon change their rate structure.
That is a terrible thing.
Right now, a single-family home pays about $80 a month for water and sewer combined, according to Public Works. If the new rate structure is adopted, the number would drop slightly the first year, then increase to about $109 a month over the next 5 years.
Pay more. It's a bad thing. I don't want to pay that much on my water. That's great.
I took customer concerns to the City of Eureka Public Works Director Brian Gerving.
What is your plan to tell these customers about this new rate structure?
Well, all the customers within the city will receive a notice outlining what the rate structure is like, some of the explanation behind it.
Gerving says the money will go towards repair projects throughout Eureka.
The city has aging infrastructure. About 35% of our sewer system was installed over 100 years ago.
But he adds any customer can oppose the rate increase after it's announced in March. If over 50% of Eureka's roughly 10,000 customers oppose, the city can't legally apply the rate structure.
Any number of protests is concerning, and it's also understandable, and we're sensitive to the financial constraints that our customers face.
If you do want to oppose the new rate structure, you can write a letter to Eureka Public Works or go in person after it's announced in March. There will also be a meeting in June where you can speak out. We'll have more information on our website. Live in the studio, Danielle Radin, North Coast News.
In Sacramento today, Governor Jerry Brown addressed the recent storms that have hit across California, saying the state has $187 billion in unmet infrastructure needs. Governor Brown laid out a plan today to redirect $50 million from the state's general fund and says he's requesting a $387 million appropriation from the 2014 Proposition 1 water bond. Governor Brown says something needs to be done and fast.
These recent storms have had a real impact. We've got dam spillways eroding. We've got roads crumbling. We have our aging infrastructure, and it's maxed out. What's required is to take some immediate action, which we're doing, and then over the longer term, we have to invest billions of dollars in California infrastructure.
Governor Brown is also seeking updates on flood inundation maps and emergency action plans, as well as enhanced dam inspections. The governor says he believes the government is only as good as its infrastructure.
And here on the North Coast, it's no different. We're seeing major issues from the recent storms debilitating our county roads.
North Coast News' Luis Ramirez joins us in the studio tonight after talking to the county about the extent of the damages. Luis, you say the cost of repairs is in the millions?
The county says they had been able to secure some financial relief, but it still leaves millions of dollars to pay for.
Storm after storm, bringing with it much-needed rain to a drought-stricken state. But here in Humboldt County, there's a downside, and it's taking a toll on our roads.
A lot of slides and a lot of slip-outs, a lot of blown culverts.
Over 200 roads have been damaged, and according to County Public Works Director Tom Madsen, it's costing the county a lot.
We're looking at probably 15 to 20 million by the time we get done with our estimates.
Take a look at this. This is just one example. Wilder Ridge Road completely destroyed, forcing many of those living in the area to drive sometimes an extra 70 miles.
When you have an earth that likes to move and a road that doesn't like to move, the earth wins. But we have a lot of roads that are very suspect right now. They're down to one lane, and they could go.
As for financial relief, the county says state and federal emergency declarations have been issued, but only for the January storms. Now the county would like to see the same emergency funding for the month of February. Even then, the county will still need to cover an estimated $2 to $3 million, which Mattson says the county will seek through statewide efforts to increase its overall road funds.
So we're cautiously optimistic that that could help out.
For now, the county says they will focus on the prevention of further damage, which Mattson says will result in many roads staying in their current condition for an unknown amount of time.
Now, again, the estimated $20 million only takes into account county roads. It doesn't include any damage to state highways. Reporting in the studio, Luis Ramirez, North Coast News.
All right, thanks, Luis. Meantime, we wanted to know more about a recent fire that destroyed a business in Eureka, so we checked with investigators. Humboldt Bee Fire says the cause of the February 8th fire at El Pueblo supermarket is still unknown. Investigators say EPD is working on retrieving evidence from surveillance footage pulled from the building on the day of the fire. Of course, we will continue to work on getting you new information about this incident.
New at 6, Eureka police say a car collided with a teenager on his bicycle this afternoon. They say it happened at about 2:30 in the Winco parking lot on Harris Street in Eureka. Officers say a man was driving an SUV when he hit a bicyclist, sending him to the hospital. No word yet on why the crash happened.
A man is in custody after police say he rammed his car into the county jail. It happened early this morning in Sacramento. Authorities say the 54-year-old suspect, Craig Joseph Dumas, tried to drive his car through one of the jail's entrances. Police say he then jumped onto a patrol car, removing some of his clothes before being arrested. The man is charged with felony vandalism and violating probation.
Police in Southern California arrested 2 men today suspected of auto theft. One suspect in Pacoima ended up on the roof as he tried to hide from police, while a second was taken into custody after officers searched the neighborhood. Police are still looking for 2 other possible suspects.
Also in Southern California, police are looking for 2 thieves who were caught on camera brazenly stealing iPhones from a store. The footage shows them walking into an Apple store in Glendale Monday night. Police say the 2 men then swiped 14 iPhones worth more than $14,000. It all happened right in front of the several witnesses. The suspects ran out of the store with the stolen phones, and tonight they are still at large.
And just 30 miles west of Glendale, tense moments for shoppers at a high-end department store when 5 suspects entered this Neiman Marcus in Canunga Park this morning. They went into the jewelry department, smashing display cases. Security officers were able to detain 2 of the 5 suspects. The shopping center was placed on lockdown for about an hour. However, police were unable to locate the 3 other suspects. One person suffered minor injuries after being trampled by 1 or more of the suspects. The assailants were not believed to be armed.
The Los Angeles City Council has approved a $50,000 reward for any information on leading us to the whereabouts of Elias and his safe return home.
Right now, investigators are renewing the search, looking for more leads in connection to missing 14-year-old Elias Rodriguez.
Today, authorities went back to the area where Rodriguez was last seen a week ago in the San Fernando Valley.
We've exhausted a lot of investigative leads at this time, and what we're doing today, our current objectives today for today's operation, is we're going to have officers go back out to the neighborhood, contact people, ask the individuals, ask residents of this area if they've seen anything out of the ordinary, if they've seen a peculiar car, a truck, anything that would allow us to gather some information on locating Elias.
Rodriguez went missing while returning home from school last week. Police say he had no history of running away or family problems at home. Today, the FBI joined the investigation.
Here at home, another month has passed, which means another hero recognized for their service. Today, the Humboldt Heroes organization recognized Charles Sims. Sims served for 17 years in the U.S. Army, joining the military, as he says, at the age of 17. Sims says he's honored and glad to see the community recognizing its military.
That my life wasn't useless. My life meant something. What I've done, it served a purpose.
As the award really goes to all the men and women who have and who are currently serving in the military. The event was sponsored by Mad River Radio, Scott Hammond State Farm, and the Elks Lodge of Eureka.
An HSU student-run organization is planning a walkout.
Coming up on North Coast News, we'll explain what the group is advocating for and how you can get involved.
And what should have been a regular day at the office turned into a showdown when multiple media outlets were reportedly denied entry to an off-camera press briefing. In just minutes, we'll have the details.
Plus, scattered showers and snowstorms in higher elevations. A winter weather advisory is in place through tomorrow, but warmer, drier temperatures are not too far off. First Alert meteorologist Rob Elvington will break it all down for us after the break.
You're watching North Coast News on KAEF ABC23. This portion of the news sponsored by Northwood Chevrolet and Hyundai.
At Northwood Auto Plaza, what customers think matters. And you can tell what they think by what they're saying. We're your North Coast Superstore for both Chevrolet and Hyundai, where the customer comes first and your time is valued. For over 30 years, we have been and will be there for you. We're your Northwood Auto Plaza. We're located at 7th and D Streets in Eureka.
The end of football season is the saddest time of year. Every February, it just goes away. I can't watch it.
But you're paying for it.
I know, right?
I hear you.
You do?
Yeah. Let's change that.
Let's change it.
Save money by dropping the channels you don't need at any time. Only with a Flex Pack. Dish. Tuned into you.
Who's the rebel now?
No way.
Yes way. Savor an Egg McMuffin anytime you like. A fresh cracked egg, melted cheese, Canadian bacon, and an English muffin with real butter. McDonald's all-day breakfast menu.
Yeah!
It's time to start breaking some rules.
The thrift store with a twist. Bigfoot's new and recycled treasures, where you can find anything you can think of, with locally made art and music to boot. Open 10 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday.
Welcome back. Happy Friday. We are still tracking scattered showers, some thunderstorms, and mountain snow this evening, and this will continue through tonight. Still plenty of activity offshore. And once you hit about 1,000 to 1,500 feet in elevation, you're going to start to see some snow, especially in some of these heavier cells moving in. Those heavier rates can help pull those snow levels even lower. Now look at this. This is a cell just offshore of Del Norte County. There's Crescent City right there, producing some lightning strikes over the last hour. Not as much lightning as, let's say, 30 minutes ago, but the cell will continue to move in. Likely some hail involved with this. This is very convective. We've got cold air aloft, so could easily see some hail, maybe even some graupel with some of these cells moving in. Closer to the Eureka, McKinleyville area, also seeing some more scattered showers moving in. So still plenty more wet weather all the way through tonight. And we do have a winter weather advisory in place for all areas shaded in white. It's mainly for elevations above 1,500 feet, where we can see another inch to 4 inches of snow all the way through 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And keep in mind, another pretty strong system, or cold system I should say, is moving in by Sunday, and that'll bring some more mountain snow to some lower elevations Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. Crescent City right now 40 degrees, southeast winds at 13 miles per hour. Arcata Eureka area 43 degrees, southeast wind at 6 miles per hour. So we'll walk you through precision cast through the rest of this evening through late tonight. This is 11 o'clock tonight. You'll notice still seeing plenty of showers, mountain snow moving in, and some of this could be in the form of thunderstorms. It's very, very cold just above the surface, so even with the water temperatures in the 50s, it's still enough warm air at the surface to allow for those pop-up thunderstorms. But you'll notice a lot of this activity will start to shift off to the south through your Saturday morning. This is 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So could even see some sunshine through your Saturday morning and into your afternoon. But with that daytime heating, we'll see some more pop-up showers and mountain snow showers. This is 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We clear out Saturday night, but into Sunday morning, we're already seeing the next wave move in from out of the north and northwest. You see these scattered showers and mountain snow showers developing with heavier precip moving in by the mid-afternoon hours. This is 3:30. You'll notice this little front starting to dive off to the south. So that's going to bring some heavier rain, maybe some embedded thunderstorms. But look at that heavy snow setting up where you see the darker blues. That's that heavier snowfall. My precipitation forecast, and this is all the way through Tuesday. Most of the precipitation will be coming to an end by Tuesday morning. The highest precipitation totals will be in the higher elevations. Yellow contour between 3/4 of an inch to 2 inches, and a lot of this will come in the form of snow. So this is liquid equivalent. The darker blue indicating 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch. We do have some good news, though. We are tracking a very strong ridge of high pressure building in by Tuesday evening and into Wednesday, and it's going to continue to build and strengthen all the way into next weekend, and that's going to help to deflect the jet stream off to the north. Keep in mind the jet stream is our storm track, so that's going to allow for warmer weather, drier weather, and some sunshine. Marine forecast for tomorrow, winds out of the southeast at 5 to 15 knots, but they will be shifting throughout the day. It's more of a west-northwest wind. Waves out of the west at 6 feet at a period of 14 seconds. So we'll stop precision cast winds around 9:30 tomorrow morning. Southeast winds in place, but look at the shift in the winds by the afternoon, more of a north and northwesterly wind. Your forecast for tomorrow, chilly for some areas, highs right around 50 in Willow Creek, 51 degrees in Fortuna. Eureka, you're going to top out near 50 tomorrow, 49 in Crescent City. We could see some sunshine every single day through the next 3 to 4 days, but there's a chance for showers. And then we start to dry things out by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with that ridge of high pressure building in. Stay with us. More news coming up.
Outside the Roosevelt, in the shadows of Washington Peak, at the Polk Trailhead, or wading through the Madison River. Flex your freedom the way all of our great presidents intended at the Jeep President's Day event. Hurry in for great deals. Right now, get $5,000 total cash allowance on the 2017 Jeep Cherokee.
At Carbonneau Ceramic Tile, surfaces are our passion. For more than 35 years, we've been making your designs a reality. Using the best products in the world, distinctive tile or premium natural stone, and with our expertly trained staff, we have what you need to create the space of your dreams. Carbonneau Ceramic Tile. Visit our showroom on 2nd and X Streets, 1 block west of Target in Eureka, or online at ceramictileman.com.
Hi, I'm John, the executive casino host here at the Heights. What the guests tell us is that they like the environment, hospitality at Sherry Heights, the friendly atmosphere, the employees, that family bond that we have with these people. When people come to Sherry Heights, they're not customers, they're guests. They're part of our family. It's just a fun place. It's a fun place to be.
Welcome to entertainment. Welcome to fun. Welcome to winning at Sherry Heights Casino.
Weekdays on ABC23. You're watching North Coast News on KAEF ABC23 at 6 with Scott Race, Karen Breit, and First Alert meteorologist Rob Elvington. Get the facts right.
A few days ago, I called the fake news the enemy of the people, and they are. They are the enemy of the people. They're very smart, they're very cunning, and they're very dishonest.
President Trump used his speech at the Conservative Political Action Conference to rally conservatives and bash the media. The White House press briefing afterwards was supposed to be a simple, informal, off-camera gathering and is instead now making headlines.
Meanwhile, at the White House, the president is following up on more of his campaign promises while his press secretary comes under fire for an unconventional press briefing. ABC's Maggie Rulli is in Washington with the latest.
President Trump started off his day criticizing the media at the Conservative Political Action Conference.
The fake news doesn't tell the truth. It never will represent the people, and we're going to do something about it.
Hours later, many media outlets, including CNN, the New York Times, and the LA Times, were not allowed to attend an off-camera, invite-only meeting with White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer. The White House Correspondents Association is, quote, protesting strongly against the action, and the Associated Press and Time boycotted the informal briefing. The White House telling ABC, who did attend the meeting along with NBC and CBS, that it did not purposefully deny entry to any outlet, but rather certain outlets were specifically invited.
Because we had a pool and then we expanded it. We added some folks to come cover it.
Meanwhile, President Trump continues to act on campaign promises, signing an executive order today on regulatory reform, directing government agencies to set up task forces to find ways to eliminate or scale back regulations.
Every regulation should have to pass a simple test. Does it make life better or safer for American workers or consumers?
And moving forward with his travel ban. Last month, the president tweeted that 109 people were detained or held for questioning during a 27-hour period due to the ban. But today, the administration gave a list of people detained or processed to lawyers that included 746 people. And we can expect to hear a lot more about that travel ban as the new revised version is expected from the White House sometime next week. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Washington.
Back here at home, last night we first brought you the Eureka Police Department's stance on immigration.
That's right, Karen. It came after Chief Andrew Mills released an article outlining his thoughts on the issue. In it, the chief said that each Eureka police officer swore an oath to fight all enemies, foreign and domestic, and said that doesn't stop because some people are uncomfortable with their oath laws or policy. The words come at a time when the new administration is pulling out all stops to silence the media. We spoke to an EPD captain who touched on the issue of law enforcement and free speech.
We're always there to protect and to serve and to provide for the safety of people that choose to lawfully exercise their rights, especially during these very passionate political times that we're facing right now.
To read Chief Mills' full article, we have a link to that for you up on our website. Just search northcoastnewstv.com.
Meantime, student-led organization Power Up is giving notice about an upcoming protest at HSU. The group says the goal is to improve higher education here in California. Multiple campus organizations have planned a student walkout. It will be on March 1st at noon in the UC Squad. Supporters of the cause say it's to fight against an upcoming tuition increase, which averages out to $340 per CSU student. The group also says today California spends over 40% less per CSU student than it did in 1985.
Still ahead on North Coast News.
It's an annual local festival in honor of a very important part of the ecosystem. We'll tell you the buzz over the Bee Fest after the break.
You're watching North Coast News on KAEF ABC23.
The right choice for your winter adventure? Ford.
The official vehicle of Sugar Bowl Resort.
Explorer, Escape, Edge, Expedition. Your California Ford dealer has the right SUV for every adventure. Head to Sugar Bowl in style and save. Choose any 2017 Escape or Explorer and get 0 APR for 60 months plus $2,000 bonus cash. Your winter adventure starts with a stop at your California Ford dealer.
It's the right choice for California.
Want lotion for skin that glows?
Skin that glows? My skin gets so dry and itchy, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Skin Repair. 48-hour moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, itchy skin. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my skin back.
Fireworks of flavor!
Fireworks of flavor? My lips get so dried and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Lip Repair. All-day moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my lips back.
I truly appreciate Redwood Capital Bank's willingness to work with us in customizing their services to meet the needs of our clients. You can't beat their level of service.
They always have a full staff ready to help, which saves me from spending time in line when I could be serving our clients.
I'm Lisa Hansen.
And I'm Matt Pereira of Hansen & Pereira Professional Fiduciaries.
And we love Redwood Capital Bank.
Redwood Capital Bank. We love doing business with you.
Redwood Capital Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This portion of the news sponsored in part by Sherry Heights Casino.
Calling all artists. The city of Eureka and the Humboldt Beekeepers Association are partnering up to bring the annual Humboldt Bee Fest to Eureka. It will kick off with a local art competition. Artists should submit their bee-themed artwork by April 10th. The art will be displayed at the Adorney Center leading up to the event. And the theme for this year's competition is Long Live the Queen.
The big secret behind the Bee Festival is when you take actions to protect the bees, everything that's connected also gets protected and saved. People have no idea really how important their role is in the web of nature.
The Humboldt Bee Festival will take place on May 9th and 10th at the Bayside Grange. Admission to Bee Fest is free. First place artists will win $200 and second place will win $100. For more information on the art contest, call the Adorning Center.
And are you ready for more bees? A study is showing that bumblebees may be smarter than you think. A researcher at Queen Mary University of London trained bees to roll a ball by rewarding them with sugar water. The experiment required the bees to move a ball to a specific location before they got their treat. If a bee couldn't figure out how to get the reward, a researcher would demonstrate by using a plastic bee on a stick. The bees then quickly learned what they had to do to be rewarded. The study is published in the journal Science.
Wow, here on North Coast News, the city of Arcata is offering farm shares at Bayside Park Farm. Shares are available for weekly pickup June through November. Full shares cost $450 for the entire season. You can sign up online or through the recreation office inside Arcata City Hall.
New at 6, HSU is looking to be crowned the most environmentally friendly university in an international competition. This is the first time since 2013 that HSU is taking part in the Recycle Mania. The competition is among universities in both the U.S. and Canada. HSU students leading the effort say schools will be judged on how they reduce, reuse, and recycle waste. Students say they're excited to show what Humboldt is all about.
So our hope is to encourage students to be active participants in practicing zero waste principles here on campus and ultimately achieve zero waste.
The 8-week competition has already started and will end on April 1st.
And stay with us. We'll be right back.
You're watching North Coast News on KAEF ABC23.
Your night of entertainment begins here. The Heights is the premier night out experience on the North Coast. The Firewater Lounge's fun and friendly bartenders can whip up your favorite drink while you enjoy local and touring live music every Friday and Saturday night. Bring your friends to our table games and win big. Earn free bets and bonus payouts when you play with your Crown Club card. More entertainment, more fun, more winning. Sherry Heights Casino, 5 minutes off the 101 in beautiful Trinidad.
U.S. Cellular put towers where most others don't. So people can schedule a chiropractor visit out here. Or catch the game live, way over here. Isn't that what you pay for? A stronger signal in the middle of anywhere. Right now, U.S. Cellular is giving everyone up to $250 back on any new smartphone. Sign up now and get in on this great deal.
The Honda President's Day sales event is here. With great deals on the 2017 Honda Civic and 2017 Honda Accord. Celebrate KBB.com's 2016 Best Value brand at the Honda President's Day sales event, happening now at your Honda dealer.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Coast Central Credit Union.
The Trump administration is giving NASA the go-ahead, and it could mean Matt Damon's mission to Mars a reality. NASA engineers say they're moving forward with tests ordered by the Trump administration to possibly send astronauts on the next Orion flight in 2019.
For all your news and weather updates, check out our news app. It's available for both Android and Apple devices.
ABC World News is next. Karen will see you at 10 and 11. Good night.